Hello, welcome back. We're almost down to it. It is, first off, this is Art of Cycling, and I'm Greg Leach. Appreciate you all being here. As Phil likes to say, we are in the penultimate stage. You know, I love learning new words, and that's one the Tour de France taught me is penultimate. You wouldn't think the tour would be a place to get watching sporting events to learn more language. Way back when there was Howard Cosell. A lot of people hated him, but I loved listening to him. Partially because every time he spoke, I learned a new word just about. But that's way back when I used to watch and or care about football, American football, for those who are not in the States. I really don't know where most of you all are from. If you'd like to let me know in the comments, I'd appreciate that. So, this is the final road stage of the tour. Normally, the tour would then ride into Paris tomorrow. But because of the ensuing Olympics, Paris kind of said, we can't handle both events in the same week. You guys are going to have to end somewhere else. So, if I'm correct, this is the first time since the start of the tour that the tour has not ended in Paris this year. Or this year is the first time, the tour has not ended in Paris would be a better way to say that. But, and also usually the final day is a big photo op day. They sort of noodle along all the way to Paris, and everybody gets their picture taken, and they chat with each other, and the winning team drinks champagne. None of that's going to happen this year because the final stage is going to be a time trial. In and around Nice, it's going to be a hilly one too, so it is quite plausible that positions will change. There's even a chance, slightly slim, but that Remco Evenepoel, who is currently 2 minutes in third place, but 2 minutes behind Vingegaard, the defending champion of the tour. But Evenepoel is the current world champion and the winner of the previous time trial in this year's tour. So it could happen because watching Vingegaard lose time to Pogacar yesterday on the final climb of the day, he did manage to stay with Evenepoel, but I think particularly afterwards when he hugged his wife or girlfriend, I'm not sure which, partner, it's always a safe word, right? There was complete demoralization. Sorry, for some reason I can't write words and speak them at the same time. Imagine that's fairly common. Anyway, so now on to what we are doing. We are over the second climb of the day. No, the third climb. Or maybe the second. No, second. And Carapaz here, who took the polka dot jersey, the King of the Mountain jersey, off the shoulders of Pagacha, technically off the shoulders of Vingago. So not only did Vingago have to relinquish any hopes of winning the tour, he had been wearing the polka dot jersey on loan. He was second place in that competition behind Pagacha, but of course Pagacha was wearing the yellow jersey, so obviously that takes precedence over the polka dot jersey. So now, for the first time since stage 4, maybe stage 5, Vingago is back in his team kit. Actually makes him a little harder to find. One of the teams who decided that blue was the color, one of the 5, 6 teams that have some variation of a blue kit. So he's hard to pick out now. Conversely, the polka dot jersey is easy to pick out, right? It is my favorite jersey in the tour. It's the only one I bought for myself, and it may be because one, it just looks cool. Let's face it. I'm not sure about the polka dot shorts, but the jersey looks cool. I was going to say it's the only replica jersey that I bought for myself. And I think I wear it because I'm a terrible climber. I was just thinking what made me laugh was there is a century ride near me called the Mountains of Misery. It is very aptly named. And I decided that when I wrote it, suffered through it might be a better word. I think it was so long ago that I was on a built-up steel bike too. For those of you who don't know, steel bikes are, there are folks that swear by them. And in fact, my bike shop actually is firmly committed to them and claims they don't sell anything else. I'm not quite the devotee. But yeah, so but I wore the polka dot jersey to that century. Of course, it generated a lot of comments, particularly as I was getting dropped on the climbs up the mountains. But yeah, so it's a cool looking jersey, and I hope I do it justice in these paintings. Trying to decide where I go next. So I've sort of laid in the blots of color, starting warm to cool, light to dark. And I'm also thinking most of these paintings I lay in a background. It's usually a sprint stage where it doesn't get a background. I just feel like, and I think this one, so what I sort of decided, because I was considering not putting a background in, was this very loose atmospheric version. Yeah, so just laying that in, that of course indicates, they're in the woods climbing. I'm trying to decide, oh, another dark blue, of course. See what I mean about all the blues? Now Visma's the team of Vingago have this sort of, I've been struggling to paint it. I've kind of arrived on this sort of textured. It's a highly patterned blue and yellows. Kind of reads as a blue-green when you see it. Jersey. And I've explained why they do that already. So you can go back through the videos if you're curious. And I'm remembering he doesn't wear gloves, which always stuns me. It's one thing about, I think particularly the way these, I don't know why I'm using that blue. You can't see that. So I'm mixing up my black now, and for some reason grab the blue first. I just can't imagine riding without gloves. If for no other reason that should you crash, that's kind of it for your hands, because let's face it, that's the first thing going down on the ground. And in the tour, if you crash early and scrape up the palms of your hands, you're going to have a tough tour from there on out, because you will not be able to hold on to the handlebars. So I really don't understand this penchant to not wear gloves. So, of course, all this work is for sale. You can find it on my cycling blog, theartofcycling.blogspot.com. There'll be a link in the description. And when you go there, read the posts, you will find a direct link over to my website where you can purchase the piece, assuming it hasn't sold already. And in some cases, there's prints available should it have sold. The website is gregleach.com. Again, there'll be a link in the descriptor. And of course, I appreciate you being here and watching. You know the whole thing about leaving comments and subscribing and all of that helps more people find this. Maybe eventually we'll get me to the point of being able to get some monetization out of this. So if you would, please leave a comment. Tell me where you're from, where you're watching from. Is it football or soccer? Or is it American football? So again, thank you so much. Appreciate you watching. One more day to go.